So guys, today back for another video on the channel. Today we're here after Newcastle United versus Burnley preview. Yet again, I say in every preview from now on, but it's a must win. This is the biggest game in a very long time for Newcastle United. It's going to be a stressful one, a scary one, but we're going to go into Saturday and fingers crossed we're going to pick up the 3 points. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, boys. We've got another vlog up on Saturday and on Friday as well, boys. I am going to the Gateshead versus Charlton match, which you'll see a vlog on that as well, which I'm going to obviously do in the heat and whatnot. So you'll see 2 vlogs, well 3 vlogs you could say this week on the channel. Anyways, boys, let's get the video now. We'll look at Burnley, look at Newcastle, and round off the preview like we normally do. So we'll look at Burnley now and let's get into the preview, boys. So then, Burnley have had they are sitting in the relegation zone. You look at that and think that is shit, but recent games, recent form, recent players have performed, and you've got to give credit to Sean Dyche. Yes, they are sitting in the relegation zone. Yes, they are sitting 18th and could be picking up more points than what they should, but they've got points at the end of the day. They've got points and they've won a game of football, unlike fucking us. We'll have a look at their last 4 games now. A 3-1 win against Brentford, 1-1 draw against the champions of Europe, Chelsea, a crazy 3-3 draw at home against Crystal Palace, then only just yesterday drew 0-0 with Wolves. So you look at that, I'm going to give Burnley credit, unbeaten in their last 4. They've done well for themselves. Obviously, drawing against Chelsea was a big one. I think Vidra scored at the end. It was a good performance by Burnley. Drew 3-3 in the same week we did against Brentford, but you look at it and think, they're beating Brentford at home 3-1, but we drew 3-3 to Brentford. You look at shit like that and think, oh god, do you know what I mean? And like they drew to Wolves yesterday, and then we got beat to Wolves. You look at stuff like that and think, what's going to happen? But we obviously already played Burnley this season. We played them in the Carabao Cup in the second round. The game was one of the most boring games ever. The best thing about the game was my name getting chanted and hats getting hoid about. That was the best thing about the game, but when the actual game itself was so poor. But last season in the Prem we beat Burnley twice and it was a brilliant. It was like our game last season where you remember Burnley away, Burnley at home, 2 really winnable games in the pandemic season, you could say. But Burnley recently have performed, and one man you want to give absolute credit to, and it's Maxwell Cornet. What a player! Left back, right wing, striker he's been this season. He has performed, and that's what you love to see. And he's done well for them. He's done well. Scoring goals is a big one. People thought he would come in and just be a bit like Maxi, but like, he's getting the product there for the team, scoring goals, and that's all you ask for from your players. Just do their best, and if they can score, they score, and that's what Maxwell Cornet's done. Really good player. Surprising move from Champions League football to Burnley, but if Burnley can stay up and keep Maxwell Cornet, not let like a team like Spurs or someone like that come in for him, you could have a career yourself with Burnley, and he could be enjoying his football for much longer terms on at Turf Moor. But this season, yet again, Burnley just look like the same natural side. They always have that dodgy start where they'll not win at the start of the season and still push on and get the win, and then they'll push on from there. That's what's happened. Beat Brentford, and since then they haven't lost a game. They haven't lost a game in the last 4, as I said before, which you look at it and think, it's fantastic. It is. And you look at Newcastle on the other hand, not won a game since fucking May. Aye, that's the other side to the story that we'll get onto in a bit. But yeah, again, Sean Dyche came in and has done a fantastic job. He has, and he doesn't deserve the credit, I don't think, keeping Burnley up for so many years with the squad that he's got and getting them into Europe. I don't know how he doesn't get praised. It's a fantastic bit of work by Sean Dyche and Burnley, and I think I say this in every preview, but you've got to keep giving him the credit, because he doesn't get it, in my opinion, from like the press and what people are too busy focusing on the Klopps and the Guardiolas. Just because Sean Dyche plays a bit hoofball and a bit scruffy football doesn't mean out. Still getting points in the end of the day. Yes, you're sitting in the relegation zone. Yes, it will be a long season for them, and yes, will they survive? We don't know. But it's positive at the minute for Burnley, and they'll come to St James's Park with a head held high, ready for the game and ready to beat us. And that's the scary thing, because are we ready to beat Burnley? That we'll say that we are, but mentally are we? Not really whatsoever. Burnley will come and want to win, get forward and get stuck in, and it'll be the Burnley we love to see. But obviously, as we all know, St Maximin loves a goal against Burnley. He loves getting a goal contribution, you could say, against Burnley. Last season, every goal we scored against Burnley last season, he was involved in it, either a goal or assist, apart from the penalty, which is a pen, you know what I mean. 2 goals, 2 assists against Burnley last season. You think of shit like that and think, can he do it again? And fingers crossed he can, because if he can, it'll be wonderful. It'll be class if he could. But we'll get on to Newcastle now then. We'll spoke about Burnley, let's go on to the mags. Right then lads, Newcastle now. I haven't made a video since the Norwich game. I really just couldn't be arsed to do a player ratings. I know it was a good performance, it was a shit performance or whatever. I still can't get over the Norwich game, to be honest, and just the whole general layout of it. One thing I'm going to say now is, and I think everyone agrees with what I'm going to say, is Kieran Clark is a fucking disgrace to this football club. How on earth he can sit there and think he's done a good job at Newcastle, or he's doing well for himself at the football club. He's fucking shite. He should have never started, and Federico Fernandez came in and proved all the haters wrong, you could say. Yes, he came on and like the scoreline was 0-0 and 1-1, but that doesn't matter. It would have been 2-1 if it wasn't for him, or 3-1. And he won the pen as well, Fernandez. Little things like that, only if he started them, because there was shit. And times attacking in that game, you needed Ryan Fraser there, and I would be going ape shit if I was Ryan Fraser. I would not be happy. But yet again, someone was going to get sacrificed. For me, it would have to be Joe Linton or Fraser, and for me, you've got to take off Fraser because how good Joe Linton's been. We'll speak about Joe Linton now. I think for the last 3 games under Eddie Howe, he's been man of the match and everyone. Brentford, man of the match. Arsenal, our best player. And then we'll give it man of the match against Norwich, but we got to see him in his preferred position this week, not in CDM. Even though we put a shift in, we wanted to see Joe Linton scoring goals and do the best for the football club for what he's been brought in to do. Not to play CDM and graft his arse off. Yes, he's meant to graft his arse off, but not in CDM. That's one thing about him, he's a grafter, and it'll go unnoticed to the fans who support the Tottenham and you spend 40 million on Joe Linton. It could pay off. This season it could pay off if we get the right players around him and whatnot in January. It could pay off, and Joe Linton could become a cult hero, you could say, at Newcastle United. As I also mentioned before, Maxi loves something against Burnley, you could say, and hopefully he's going to do the same, because we need a bit of magic in this game. He was very poor against Norwich, I'd have to say, but hopefully he can do it for the mags and hopefully get us our first win of the season. As you can see, lads, we're into December, the tree's up and whatnot, and we still haven't won a game of football, and it's a scary thought of thinking we have not won a game of football. That's a scary thing. And you think of all the possible outcomes: relegation, losing players, losing managers, and losing hope. But that Norwich game, and if that was under Steve Bruce and Mike Ashley, right, after that Norwich game, and we are still winless, right, there would have been no one in the stadium to clap off the players or whatever. The world we've went. We are sold out. We've sold out, and we're sold out against Man United, and have not won a game. You look at shit like that, and just shows how much the club is back. And it's all we've wanted is a bit of ambition. Little things like making a little training bit in the changing rooms. Not a big addition. Most clubs have got it. Newcastle have got it now, and fans are buzzing. Do you know what I mean? The little things like that are the difference in fans being hopeful and not hopeful of their football club for the sake of what's getting invested into the football club. And January can't come quicker now, lads. We are 29 days away from the big January the 1st, New Year. It's going to be the best New Year's ever, boys. It literally will be. We're going to be, I reckon, we'll play Southampton last Sunday, and players need to get signed. They've got to. As you know, boys, there'll be a predicted team out the moment. I'm actually going to record it on the Thursday just because I can't see there being any new injury news or whatever. I'm praying to God, so I'm going to record it on the Thursday night, like I'm calling this video. Couldn't get the preview out, record the predicted team, get that up for Friday, and get up with a good time, so when that's been out, you'll see the vlog for the Gateshead vs Charlton game. But that's the end of the preview, boys. Sometimes I forget but I'm going to say a prediction. Last time I said 2-1 Newcastle against Norwich, and do I go with my head or with my heart? My heart says that when Newcastle United are going to win, my head says a 1-1 again. And you know what, lads? Hate to say it, I'm going to go 1-1. It's a shame, it's shit, but what can you do at the end of the day? We can't control it, we got to just go and show our support. And obviously, like all boys, there will be another vlog out on Saturday. But yeah, boys, that's the end of the preview. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'm actually recording this on Thursday night, so I'm getting this video up and uploaded. But see you all for the game on Saturday, predicted team tomorrow, and the Charlton vs Gateshead vlog on Friday night. Have a good one, boys. See you later.